Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Thursday, May 15, 2025. With you as always, I'm Warren Peace. We are ALLSTAR Pro Wrestling, and this is PileDriver. Past the halfway mark through the Japan tour, quickly headed towards Tetsuji. We got a stack car for you lined up as always. The unbreakable Adam Matthews making a rare appearance here on PileDriver with the Japan Tour in the Apex tournament, impeding traffic. These all-stars got to get in where they fit in, and the unbreakable ready to get down to business. And the young talent looking to break in, going head-to-head with a grizzled, seasoned, no-nonsense veteran.
The icon YTNTG, representing American-made from New York, weighing in at 270 pounds, the All-Star Pro Wrestling Underground Champion, the Villain,
Tough as nails competitor, the villain, the top heel, Jarrett, the Abyss, a former hardcore champion, former television champion, and the current reigning undisputed underground champion. Been crushing through the competition, left, right, and center on the descent to the top. Picking up gold along the way. I'm trying to clip the wings of another young competitor here tonight. It's about to go down. Adam Matthews, Jarrett, the Abyss, one-on-one action, live to kick off PileDriver. And Abyss, loving that prime spot, opening up the show, setting the bar, pushing the pace. Nice counting the Irish whip, and Matthews came to play tonight, giving the underground champion some business. Abyss in regular singles competition tonight. We got some ropes and ring post to deal with. The underground champion, though, well versed in multiple kinds of professional wrestling. Solid 2 count. This match is going to continue. And Matthews been waiting in the wings, studying, calculating, putting together a plan, waiting to make a big impact on his return to TV. The unbreakable, right back on the offensive. And now it's Matthews. Slowing down the pace, trying to keep the champ grounded. Deep digging on the Boston Crab, at the knee cinched in deep. But Abyss, the top heel, firing back, trying to decapitate his opponent with a series of sharp thrusts right to the throat. Matthews back on the attack, quick cover attempt, good for 1. Nice counter, but Matthews fighting like a man on a mission here. Said he's tired of being overlooked by management. He's got some aggression to take out. His one problem is he might be trying to take out his aggression on the wrong competitor, Abyss, with that loaded forearm. But these two heavy hitters blasting away at each other. Still. Nobody with the firm advantage, at least. Momentum seesawing, still somewhere in the middle, but Abyss trying to change that fact. Rolling the dice, planting the skull of Matthews. Hitting the canvas, but Matthews, a quick recovery. Matthews, with the flying nothing, hitting nobody. Trying to reset the pace here. Abyss back inside the ring. To the waiting clutches of the Unbreakable, deep digging back suplex. And the Underground Champion going for a ride. Quick cover attempt. Matthews looking for the upset. Not discounting his skills, not one bit, I'm just saying. The champ's been on a roll lately. Building that momentum. Right on, bro, right on. All right, shit, I appreciate you tapping in. Hopefully you make it back for your match. They usually run about between an hour and a half and 2 hours. Between like an hour and 40 and 2 hours, really. Lined up, the Underground Champion. Ready to deliver that patented, chicken butcher neck breaker. But once again, the well-scouted rookie, Adam Matthews, the Unbreakable, turning the tide, planting Abyss with that burning hammer. In the top heel, stunned, dazed, seeing stars right now. Matthews trying to capitalize into the cover. Nice near fall. We indeed are not worthy. Drop down DDT in this opening matchup with all the explosions of the main event. Hard knee strike right to the temple. Abyss trying to send the young rookie home packing, feet up on the ropes. Holy good for the count of 2. The villain getting villainous with it. Jarrett out of the apron, lined up, connecting with a lot of stank on that buckshot lariat. All the way up top, pointing to the sky. Nobody home. Upon the landing, throwing haymakers back and forth. These two heavyweights hitting it hard. Irish whip to the ropes. And Matthews connecting hard with a knee strike right to the jaw, dropping the Underground Champion. Good for the count of 2. What a volatile exchange. This match, the opening contest, and Matthews doubling down on that burning hammer into the cover. Looking for a big win here tonight, but only good for the count of 2. Not done yet. Matthews to a weary champion, locking on that triangle choke, looking for submission victory, but the toughest nails champion refusing to give in. Back to the drawing board for the Unbreakable, going up top while Abyss rolls up the ringside and Abyss to recover, but get collapsed from a diving lariat from 15 feet in the air. Back inside the ring, Abyss in control. The anti-hero. Nice chop block reversal to finish off that amazing sequence of reversals. Both these men operating with prime efficiency. Big power slam. And Abyss. Oh, the top heel taking some liberties. Hung out to dry on the top rope, the rookie in trouble. Abyss talking some trash. Don't stand up. Got his opponent's stuff. The display of strength, uncanny. That package suplex of some sort. Package suplex of some sort. Matthews firing back with that corkscrew. European uppercut. Stomping away, drawing blood. This is just over the match. We got a whole show to go. Little misdirection there from the underground. Abyss lined up, ready to strike. But Matthews, once again, well scouted, using that time off to maximum efficiency, studying the playbook, studying tape. Honing his craft in a performance facility. And it all pays dividends. Adam Matthews with a big win. Quite possibly the biggest win of his career here in All-Star Pro, taking down the Underground Champion in a series back and forth competition. These dudes both brought the heat here. That is how you set the pace. That is how you kick off a show. And the wise words from the icon not paying off for the top heel, at least not this evening. And I'm sure, undoubtedly, we'll have to talk to management. Fairly certain this is going to trigger a title match for the Underground Championship. Matthews looking like a strong competitor here. Check out the offense, that single knee drop kick right in the mush, center of the ring. And from then on there, the hunt was on. A weekend champion, easy pickings, and Matthews biding his time. Looking for the opening and striking when the iron is hot. Picking off the champ in one-on-one competition. Adam Matthews, ladies and gentlemen.
Here is your winner, Unbreakable Matthews.
Getting a win over the top heel. Sufficient work here. Let me tell you right now, my man. It's a whole different atmosphere inside the underground match. Good luck to you. Congratulations. And Matthews, the presumed #1 contender for the Underground Championship. Moving along, and speaking of championships, the ladies in action. You thought just because we was in Japan and we was having a fight night, that the fight night titles wouldn't be on the line? Nah. Sadly mistaken, because they are. White Dove, Nina Schmidt, putting her bid in, and the former women's world champion. Looking for her first run. The Fight Night Championship. A back door, if you will. To try to unify. To try to become the first Grand Slam on the female side. The White Dove has arrived. Nina Schmidt, ladies and gentlemen. The 3-time Women's World Champion on Havoc. A record-setting 3-time, might I add. White Dove operating at the top of her game during Season 2. After some time off, to nurse some old wounds and to get back into training. The White Dove officially made a return about 3 weeks ago to Raven fanfare. Tonight, she's got an opportunity for the championship of opportunities against this woman. The two-time Fight Night Women's Champion, representing the order, the Alpha, Selena Reaper. This is her second reign with that Fight Night title, her last reign, getting all the way up to the third defense. One match away from cash-in eligibility. And the bitter taste of defeat crept in the form of the Perfect 10, Andrew Bryant. Looking to right the wrongs of the past, Selena Reaper on her second defense here tonight. Can she make it to and surpass defense number 3? Magron, take it away.
Introducing the challenge. From no place in particular, and from parts unknown, the All-Star Pro Wrestling Fighting Women's Champion,
With the introductions out of the way, one last look at the championship for both competitors. One last look at those for those of y'all at home. Nina Schmidt, Selena Reaper, one-on-one action for the Fight Night Championship, and we underway. Made in the middle to a stalemate. Testing the waters here. And these two veterans of season 2. Well, Nina Schmidt from season 1. Nonetheless, not coming to much contact. The Schmidt spent the majority of the last season over on Havoc, recently making the jump over the PileDriver in search of some fresh competition. Schmidt mixing it up with all sorts of new competitors. The new goal in mind. That classic women's championship. Prestige set on both classic championships nearly as high, if not higher than none of the world championships. I'm being completely unbiased. I'm just saying the quality of the ring. You think about some of the big top tier names that have held these championships, especially on the women's side. Between Dawn Wang, Mitsuki Yamada, Reagan Anderson, and Amaya Bryant, that classic women's championship stock has increased tenfold. All legendary runs in their own right, all very lengthy, very successful runs. And an amazing, dynamic women's division on all 3 sides. The competition, thicker than ever. Tag team division as well. Really need to start thinking about pushing that all-women show. It'll be some series of bangers. I'm telling you right now, folks. Schmidt, meanwhile, hammering away on the champion outside of the ring while I run my mouth. This match has championship implications. Fighting down the ringside. Reaper adding insult to injury, doubling down with knees right to the midsection. Schmidt on the defense. Schmidt, mending her wounds. Reaper from all the way up top, looking to inflict some pain on her punishment. Looking to inflict some punishment on her opponent, rather. But Schmidt avoiding disaster, able to take charge. Big military press, showing off the strength for dropping her opponent face first. Right on that hard, unforgiving arena floor. Irish flip down the ringside. And Schmidt. Take some time to play to the crowd and soak it all in. The Reaper right back into the fire. Victory roll-up, looking for the win. Schmidt saw it coming, able to make the reversal. Back to square one. Both ladies on their feet. Schmidt with the advantage. At least momentarily reverse drop down DDT. And now it's Reaper, the Alpha, the reigning Fight Night champion, feeling the folks. Hard right hand. Oh, reverse back elbow, and Schmidt firing up. Looking to add another championship to that resume right here tonight. Big time spine buster to end off the combo, rolling into the cover. Nina Schmidt with the title on the line. But the champion defiantly kicking out of the count of one. This match still got a lot of match left. Pump handle locked in. Schmidt connecting, stacking her opponent. And the white dove soaring now. The Alpha in big trouble. Schmidt looking to take to the sky, connecting with a big elbow drop. From over 15 feet in the air. That's 5 meters for international folk. Taking the high ground. But Schmidt gonna join Reaper down at ringside. Resetting the count. As the referee's count approaches 4, Schmidt looking to inflict more punishment on the reigning champion. Trying to soften up her foe before returning to the ring to secure that pinfall victory, but they need to think about getting back inside the ring as they're approaching the danger zone. Referee counted to 7 now. And Reaper getting dumped into those steel steps. Oh wait, I think we got it on for a 20 count. It should be a 20 count. Fairly certain. We'll see. A little testing right here. And now those steel steps coming back into play one more time. As yes indeed, folks, we do have the stipulation set for the 20 count now. More time to play outside. Without risking the integrity and quality of the match. All the way up top with that double axe handle smash, resetting the count. In this championship matchup, living up to expectations, living up to the hype. Ooh, and nobody home on the moonsault press. Reaper finding herself in harm's way. Schmidt comes diving down from the top rope. But Selena Reaper with the well-timed recovery, countering with the power slam. Now locked in, but Schmidt now with the well-timed counter and locked in. Ladies and gentlemen, this shit is going down. And I tell you all the time, I brag about this incredible dynamic women's division. Both of these dynamic, incredible women's divisions. And they are not disappointing. Big time Uranagi. Schmidt bringing the fight to the reigning Fight Night champion. Yo, welcome to the show. Nina Schmidt. Into the cover. Thinks she's done enough damage at ringside to secure the bag. But it is not so. This match is going to continue. The championship of opportunity, the Fight Night title on the line. Big Irish whip, Selena Reaper, the champion. Nina Schmidt, the challenger, going for a ride with that hip toss, trying to drag herself to her feet while the champion laying in wait, ready to strike. Picture perfect scoop slam in the alpha. Going up top. Ready to restore order. Oh, but missing the mark. Nice sidestep. Nina Schmidt turning the tables. And those veteran instincts kicking in, putting the brakes on at just the right moment, seizing the initiative in the challenger. With a looping right hand, a looping left hand. And a big power slam. And taking too much time, the champion recovering, looking for the springboard, a risk maneuver did not pay off. Schmidt now. Pump handle locked in. The white dove. For the second time in the matchup, executing that finishing maneuver, staggering her opponent for the win with the title on the line. And just like that, it is all over. I tell y'all time and time again about these women in All-Star Pro Wrestling. They bring the heat. They bring the fire. This was the top tier matchup right here, folks. The title was on the line. And they acted accordingly. Back and forth to the bitter end. This one definitely came down to the wire. Big time professional wrestling. Schmidt on a return back to All-Star Pro Wrestling has made one thing clear. That classic women's championship, her main goal, taking the shortest route possible to the Fight Night Championship. This win here tonight. Yes, indeed, folks. Hand new. The white dove, Nina Schmidt, a favorite here in Japan. Back to her winning ways. Back with championship gold around her waist. And another instant classic. Thank you, ladies. Let's keep it moving. The pain train rolling through Tokyo here tonight, folks. We are just getting started. Bringing the pain, bringing the business, bringing the heat. And we got some serious repercussions from last week. War and Peace, eliminating Jack Graves from the Apex tournament, serving his first loss of the season. And ever since then, Graves has been a madman, ready to get his hands on primetime. Well, tonight, it goes down right now, here, live, on PileDriver. Oh yeah, and new faction alert, by the way. Annihilation Society upending the landscape of professional wrestling as we know it here, folks. Jack Graves joining forces with the Cerebrus, Rob Anderson. I don't know what's going to happen.
The contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Rob Anderson representing Weapons of Mass Destruction from North Carolina, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Action Champion, Assassin Jack Graves.
A ready-made, top-tier main event dominant faction, already dripping in gold. The Annihilation Society. Ready to rip wrestling to shreds. But tonight, redemption is on the mind of Graves. And the host with the most, ready to reciprocate. It's prime time, ladies and gentlemen. And quite frankly, quite possibly, your next world champion.
And his opponent from St. Louis, weighing in at 235 pounds, prime time Warren P.
The War Maker, the Peacekeeper, the voice of All-Star Pro Wrestling. Mr. Gus and Glory himself, yours truly. Didn't take too kindly the words that this guy leveled against me on social media. It was all business, but he made it personal. Now we got to go to war, and I got to bring the peace. Let's get into the business. Jack Graves, War and Peace, Part 2, and we underway. Peace coming in hot, swinging face buster, rights and lefts, hammering away, giving Graves a business. And the reigning Fight Night champion, ready for that 5th defense so he can cash in and Fight Night Championship. Another impasse. Both of these two guys on the verge, on the cusp, on the very limit of winning the championship here in All-Star Pro Wrestling, for World Championship, in fact. And with Battle of the Brands coming up next month, the anticipation is palpable. We could be very well seeing the main event of Battle of the Brands in a preview match right here. We could very well see one of these men representing either one of the shows in the main event of Battle of the Brands. But we got to get through Test Fusion first, folks. The business of professional wrestling is upon us. Collar and elbow tie-up. Graves, Peace. Locked in for Peace. Not able to stand up to the strength, the pressure being provided by Graves. Standing switch, but the finesse. Oh shit, but Graves though. These now bitter rivals doing battle in this so-called war. Peace cranking away. You see the national heavyweight champion, the Cerebrus, the dog, Rob Anderson, looking on, locked in. This newly established faction looking to wreak havoc, particularly on PileDriver, broadly all of All-Star Pro, and generally professional wrestling as a whole. Slow going in the early matchup, but you can feel the tension. You can feel the energy. You can smell the bad blood in the air. Peace, the first one to break free. Firing away on the combination. Nice snap suplex. And Anderson gonna try to get involved. But the wise beyond his years, veteran, of the SBR days, War and Peace. Was able to avoid the interference by Anderson once, but falling victim to the distraction. Not staying focused on the task at hand going to cost him. Right back in the driver's seat. Prime time. Joining the Gravedigger down at ringside. Ooh! And once again. Ooh, shit. Graves firing right back with the scissors kick. Graves. Walking down his opponent. Oh, shit. We got some drama. Baby Nate's taken out. And the dog, of course. Oh! Making his impression felt. And Graves taking advantage of the liberties presented to him. Big Irish whip. Big time Uranagi into the Anaconda Vice. And peace. Tracking that submission over, forcing for him. The referee, incapacitated. Able to fight his way free. Back in the driver's seat, elevated, face busted. Prime time, looking to fight through adversity. Looking to annihilate the Annihilation Society. Kill it in the crib. Not like that. You know what I'm saying. That's what they call it before it gets started. Y'all know what I mean. Graves. Able to fight his way free. Graves delivered once again the Uranagi. Put the exclamation point on it. No Anaconda Vice needed. Starting to fire up though. The former Wolf. Now the Annihilator. Delivering another scissors kick. Busting piece. Wide open. Lined up on the apron. Jack Graves. Connecting. With that martial law style drop kick for peace. Feeling the adrenaline from being bloodied. Said nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Leapfrog over the top. And a big power slam. And a big elbow drop. Hold that down. Prime time. With the referee motionless, Jack Graves unloading with a big shot. But he ain't done yet. He's calling for it. Ready to inflict more punishment. You got to be confident knowing that Fight Night Championship is not on the line. And honestly, I don't even know if he's out for a win. At this point, with that undefeated streak no longer intact, Graves is just hell-bent on revenge. Seemingly. I don't know. I haven't talked to him. Clearly he's mad at me. So, Cyclone kick. But the referee still down, still incapacitated. Both men busted open. Yes, indeed, my friends. There will be blood. And Graves delivering some big offense. Headed out to the apron. The assassin. Undoubtedly looking to injure his opponent. Referee taking a nap. Graves giving peace to business. Mocking kicks now from the Fight Night champion as the referee finally comes to. Graves with the advantage into the cover. Hook of the outside leg, looking for the win. He's digging deep, fighting through the pain, fighting through adversity, but Jack Graves ready to take a walk. The assassin, the annihilator, the Hellraiser, Jack Graves. Oh, and once again that scissors kick. undoubtedly ringing the bell. Ooh, doubling down. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. Completely unnecessary. And just like that, it is all over. Jack Graves getting his revenge. The Annihilation Society making a statement with the big win over a big name in their official debut. But Graves not done yet. Sending the message. Perhaps trying to take out Prime Time. And the dog said, let me get some of that. The dog said that shit looked too good. The Cerebrus. In the Annihilator in wolf's clothing, Jack Graves with the big win. 4.5 stars. Man, we cooking tonight. Let's keep it moving. And we're cooking tonight. And this night of cooking continues. We got the President Punk, the king of emo, going head to head with the Dutch Nightmare, the king of Thursday nights, Jay King. Let's get into the business, shall we? Exactly.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Asgard, weighing in at 226 pounds, Punk Jimmy King.
The Prince of Punk, our residential rocker, Jimmy Kane, the only one, the one and only, the lone crossover from DSW. Make a wave as a proud rival. Kane with promising potential. Ready to fight his way to the top. One match at a time. The only one, Jimmy Kane, ladies and gentlemen.
And his opponent, accompanied by the Marco, representing the Knights of the Round Table from Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, weighing in at 232 pounds, Jack King.
The Dutch Nightmare, the king of Thursday nights, the two-time national heavyweight champion, Jay King, off to a cold start here in season 3. Ready to turn things around, ready to forge toward the future. He guaranteed a win here tonight. He guaranteed. Championship gold coming his way sooner rather than later. And with the loyal Butler, DeMarco at his side. All things are possible. Our residential royal, Jake, the king. Jimmy King, Jay King. One-on-one action, and we are obviously underway. And of course, first time these two meeting, they gotta mix it up. Little test of strength going on here. Kane trying to get the better of King. King, a man who's made PileDriver his home for the better part of 3 seasons now. I don't even think he stepped foot on Havoc. A long-time stable of the Black and Yellow show, the Dutch Nightmare. Week in and week out, win, lose, or draw. Lays his heart into this brand, for this is his kingdom. Trying to get back on that throne, holding now the national championship. Back when there was only one world championship, King was the man, the face, the figurehead. PileDriver. With the roster increasing, the talent pool expanding, King feeling a bit lost in the shuffle, feeling a bit neglected and overlooked, ready to reclaim his destiny, confident as ever. King. Big Irish whipping the ropes, drops down underneath, missing with the cross body. But speaking of new blood, new competition here in All-Star Pro, Jimmy Kane joining us after the acquisition of DSW, the lone superstar, to make the cross with the exception of Brooks, of course. But Kane's been holding his own against some of the elite premier athletes here in All-Star Pro. Back in the collar and elbow. Kane backing off, and King gonna take advantage, but Kane firing right back. Jimmy Kane. Big Irish whip. Reversal by King, and King this time connecting with that flying crossbody. Moving down the ringside. Kane. Gonna eat that deep digging German suplex. King with the cover, bridging for the win, but only good for the count of 1. King still in control. Standing shooting star press vintage King, but King got the knees up. A student of the game, obviously. A longtime fan of All-Star Pro, Kane. All his dreams coming true here. Ready to cap off a hot month. A hot quarter. With some title gold, this debut will not be squandered, Kane says. Big super kick right in the mouth, dropping King in place. Hit the cover for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Kane trying to show King I was done with the standing shooting star. King also getting the knees up. He said, hey man, that's my bag, yo. You about to beat me with that. And the moonsault press connecting clean from the King. The Dutch Nightmare. The Amsterdam native connected with that springboard elbow. Looking for the high roundhouse. And once again, the well-scouted Jimmy Kane. Making King pay for his aggression. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. King. The undeniably undeniable. Oh! Reversal after reversal after reversal. These guys putting it down here tonight. Each match trying to surpass the other. That's my favorite thing about PileDriver. These guys always rise to the occasion. It's like a competition over here. They aim to deliver. And deliver they do. Big back body drop. Countering the PileDriver attempt. And King, not King, going up top. And there it is, that broken arrow, the Dutch Nightmare, plummeting down to earth in a corkscrew fashion. Good for the 2 count. Big sling blade. King in the driver's seat in the roundhouse this time. Connecting clean, planter right behind the ear. Jay King going up top. The Dutch Nightmare doubling down with the broken arrow into the cover. Looking for the win. Jay King trying to snap that cold streak, but Jimmy King doing his best Barry Gibbs impression. Staying alive. All the way up top with the moonsault. King with a flurry of unanswered offense. And Kane finally able to shake the cobwebs. Rolling into the cover. Oh, nice reversal. Oh. Looking for the basement dropkick, but Kane once again evading disaster, taking charge. But DeMarco, surprisingly, is watching on. Not one time has the Flying Dutchman attempted to interfere. No distractions, no throwing no weapons in the ring, no removing the turnbuckle pad. Could this be a new DeMarco and Jay King we're seeing here ahead of us? Perhaps they found the light. Oh, Jay King of the big counter, delivering the elbow as the exclamation point into the cover. With the hook of the outside leg, Jay King snapping the cold streak, sending Kane with no Kane. And the promising prospect put on a great show with the reigning king of these lands, but Jake, the Dutch Nightmare, this is one of those red zone bring a disaster matches. My man was 0-4 in the past month. Finally reclaiming that confidence. Jay King operating back on that royal level here this evening, delivering not one, but two broken arrows, a series of roundhouses, but in the end, it wasn't even a finish, and they got the job done. Due to exhaustion and the sheer amount of damage done, Jay King.
Here is your winner, Jake.
Able to pick up the dub after some fierce competition, putting on quite the show, and as always, the Flying Dutchman, DeMarco. Jay King, ladies and gentlemen. 4 stars. Let's keep it moving. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, I'll bring the heat tonight. And you already know this match is about to bring the heat. These two tag teams met once before. But that's before the Wolves won the championship. Matter of fact, their last match was the number 1 contender match. But that was then, this is now. That was back in the States. This is here in Tokyo. We're about to get a rematch, but this time, tornado tag rules. No countouts. No disqualifications. 1 fall to a finish. All 4 men active at one time. You already know what it is. Let's get into it. The originals, the Red Wolves. Tornado tag team action. Hammer Rogers, Mike Steele, the original.
Contest is a tornado tag team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 500 pounds, Hammer Rogers and the Maverick, Mike Steele.
Well accomplished tag team. Pardon me. Well accomplished tag team wrestling duo, all the way from the pioneer days here in All-Star Pro, the former world tag team champions, now here on PileDriver in search of those classic tag championships, coming oh so close, but being derailed by the Red Wolves. Now, another opportunity, trigger a title fight against perhaps the most dominant faction here in All-Star Pro. Oh snap, Big Lou.
760 pounds, the All-Star Pro Wrestling Classic Tag Team Champions, the Manifestation, Violence X Lewis.
Big Lou rocking a new drip. I see you over there shining, my boy. Respect. All the way up and down. And of course, some real fight shit in the business. The championship pedigree, Buster Anderson, the reigning classic tag team champions here in All-Star Pro. The Red Wolves. Seemingly not even thinking about the loss of Jack Graves from their roster. The Wolves here to feast tonight, but the originals looking for an ounce of revenge, looking to trigger a title match at Tetsujin. And the massive Big Lou just walking down, hammer the hammer. Super kick by the Giant. Lou rolling. The big suplex, but still, giving Anderson some. Anderson firing right back, taking out both members of the originals. And the reigning tag team champions out to do some destruction tonight. The Enforcer, the Champ Hunter, the violent Big Louis, and a huge back body drop. No, you're literally the last match, bro. You're the main event. Y'all the main event, man. Because I was thinking about that one match y'all had, if y'all remember, way back in the beginning of the season 2. When you wrecked Cold Steel on the steel steps. He was injured. And he went to Havoc. We're bringing that all the way back. Long-term booking. Eh? Y'all ain't fucking with me, man. Y'all ain't fucking with me. Meanwhile, the Wolves in firm control. And the Butterflies sit out powerbomb Buster Anderson. The Enforcer. Bringing the fight to the Maverick, Mike Steele, no relation to Cole. Meanwhile, Big Louis bringing the fight right to Hammer the Hammer. Oh shit, with Hammer, with the Polish Hammer. Rocking Big Lou, Mike Steele into the cover. The Louis coming in like a bowling ball, taking out everybody. And the Maverick now, feeling the power of the Giant. Damn, Big Lou, why are you doing that? And the Hammer with the baseball bat. Still, oh, cannot connect. Big Louis with that package pile driver just in time for the Enforcer to join the party. Henderson working the combination, and Mike Steele, or Hammer Rogers, rather, able to break free on his own accord, because right now the Red Wolves wrecking shop. Still, this is the Irish whip. Big reversal. Oh, Hammer Rogers, though, staying tough. But outnumbered inside the ring. Oh, or not, Buster Anderson. Going all risk, all reward. With the Tornado DDT, but the burning hammer delivered by the Hammer. Rogers into the cover to knock off the tag team champions. And Big Lou, thank you. Appreciate the support, y'all. Welcome. Yes, my friends. Tag team wrestling indeed. The Maverick Mike Steele delivering the rocker dropper to the Enforcer. Now that is some real fight shit. And now it's Big Lou in there alone with both members of the originals. Both armed members of the originals. Oh, but Anderson coming in like the cavalry that said today. A big spirit by Anderson. A big power slam by Big Lou. And you hear the bell tone in the background, folks. It is time for a reckoning. Face first in the top turnbuckle. It's still trying to make something happen, but cut off at the pass. This is tag team wrestling personified. Buster Anderson with the rolling Oklahoma slam, but Hammer Rogers. Look at the Polish Hammer. Not once, but twice. Could not connect, and Anderson dropping him with the spear. Big Lou. Bear hug spine buster. Buster Anderson. I whoop you, paying the homage to the hometown boy, Nagasaki. Into the cover. And Rogers able to kick out at 2. I was wondering if I bring out Falcon Arrow, dropping Rogers and Anderson. Look at the tap out victory. But the amateur wrestling extraordinaire, the Maverick Mike still find his way free. And all of a sudden the originals find themselves with the advantage. Big Lou in trouble. Rogers, or Steel rather, with the strength. But Big Lou gonna let gravity do his job. And he'll handle the rest. Big gut wrench slam. Into the cover. Big Lou about to catch them both slipping. And Anderson from out of nowhere with the sling blade. Still in trouble. Still with the reversal. We gotta have Cole and Mike wrestling. Nasty, deep digging on the German suplex, bridging for the cover, and Anderson able to fight his way free. Big Lou with the atomic drop minus the knee. And Rogers in trouble. Everybody lay it out. Look for the package PileDriver for Rogers. Oh! Carnage everywhere. Buster Anderson, the only man standing. The enforcer of the Red Wolves. Where the combination. And the necklock suplex. Man, we are deep in the business, y'all. This thing's getting dangerous. Oh, Lou taking out Anderson. Lou swinging for the fences indiscriminately. All 4 men down at ringside. Broken weapons everywhere. Buster Anderson, the hard knee shot right to the dome. And now it's Anderson. It's Rogers inside the ring. Hammer is setting up for that patented burning hammer, connecting, drawing blood. And Big Lou, instead of going to save his partner, looking for a weapon, can allow the originals to pick up the victory just like that. It is all over. That was a good ass match right there. Y'all been delivering all night long. Fuck with it. And I can't even do the replay justice. Y'all saw it. Y'all all saw it. From bell to bell. It was being beaten, handed out. And I like to assume this is going to trigger a tag team title match, but I don't know. The order obviously entitled to a rematch, so we will have to see what next week brings. Perhaps maybe a match between the two of them teams to see who gets next. I don't know. I haven't heard from Maniac or Tyler Nelson, the real enforcer. But we'll get back to you with the goings on in the tag team division. And after this incredible matchup, man, these two teams taking each other to the limit. Just the kind of heat we need. With Tetsujin looming in the background. What, is 9 days away? It's about to go down. An incredible showing, bringing the fight to the tag team champions. 5 stars. Let's go. Moving back to singles action, namely in the national championship division, we got the Savage One, John Robb, going head-to-head with the reigning national heavyweight champion, Dog, Rob Anderson. Let's do it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Fort Worth, Texas, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Savage One, John Robb.
The big Texan in the building, the Savage One, John Robb. Is he rocking some Red Wolves gear? Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, I'll see you. No wonder the Wolves was undeterred about the loss of Jack Graves leaving the faction. Graves is out. Rob is in. Big week of game-changing activities going on here in All-Star Pro Wrestling, folks. And the Savage One joining forces with the Red Wolves, about as big as they come. John Robb now with an opportunity to bring the fight right to the newly emerging Annihilation Society. The champ is in the building. The architect of Annihilation. The Cerebrus, the Dog.
And his opponent, representing Weapons of Mass Destruction from Oakland, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, the All-Star Pro Wrestling National Heavyweight Champion, Rob Anderson, the Dog.
The highly decorated, world-renowned professional wrestling extraordinaire, Rob Anderson, in the building, a mainstay here on PileDriver. The 2-time and inaugural Classic Heavyweight Champion. And now your reigning, undisputed National Heavyweight Champion. Spent the majority of his time on the roster with the championship attached to his name. Main eventing more Power Drivers in Season 2 than any other All-Star. Anderson looking to remain dominant here tonight against a very game competition in the Savage One, John Robb. Should feel very confident knowing the championship is not on the line tonight. However, we still have not established the #1 contender for the national championship. The loss here tonight might very well establish that fact. Straight up the gate, though, Anderson wasted no time dropping Robb with a hard knee to the midsection and directly in the collar and elbow tie-up. Robb going to try to tie up Anderson and sap up some of that extra stamina and explode with the power game. The master of the Texas Death Match, Robb making a name for himself in the epic clash between him and the Savage One, Sean Smith, way back at Blackout, this past December. But this is a whole other season. Robb. John Robb, not Rob Anderson. Looking dominant in recent weeks with the big squash match over Domino. Another big win over Adam Matthews. Now here tonight, trying to take the fight to the reigning champion. Anderson, of course, been operating at the top of his game for an extended period of time. And the rocker dropper, the national heavyweight champion, the workhorse of PileDriver, Rob with the two-piece, Henderson that is. Looking for the spear, but a sidestep. The savage one, back to control, at least momentarily. Anderson turning the tables, but cannot connect with the roundhouse. And the big looping shots, the combination from John Robb. Unloading. Anderson firing right back. The same way he started his match. The hard knee to the midsection. Dropping Anderson. Dropping Robb back. Get a little ahead of myself here. Standing toe-to-toe, exchanging blows. The savage one, the dog, trying to test each other's mettle here. Rob saying, bring it on. Anderson gonna bring it. Big two-piece, dropping the savage one. And John Robb looking, hunting, not just for glory, but for gold. Has yet to capture the championship here in ALLSTAR Pro Wrestling. We're looking to rectify that situation ASAP. Right now it's Rob Anderson taking it for a ride with a series of back suplexes of the German variety. Overhead, rolling. Now to the cover. Anderson, solid 2 count, but that is about it. Rob looping the lariat. Anderson sidestepping, making him pay with the big, deep digging Alabama slam, and directly in a camel clutch, trying to force the tap out. But Rob is tough as nails, not going out that easy. Anderson going up top, lined up, laying in wait, ready to strike, and the neck breaker clearing half the distance of the ring. Rob Anderson into the cover for the win. Only good for the count of 2. Oh, the combination paying dividends for the Cerebrus, but just like that, the Savage one getting savage with it. Rob, nobody home on the splash. Anderson able to get out of the way, avoiding disaster, no doubt, with a well-timed counter. The Savage one, John Robb, staying in the fight, looking for that one opportunity to flash his opponent. Hard right hand, turning the dog inside out. And the big toss, the strength, the power being unleashed by the Savage one was stuffed and countered into a drop-down DDT. The dog. The reigning national heavyweight champion, Rob Anderson, sinking in that guillotine choke that's brought him oh so much success over the seasons. The poor in-ring positioning going to force the rope break, a rare rookie mistake by the dog. The national heavyweight champion lined up on the top rope, coming down with a hard knee strike right across the bridge of the nose, into the cover for the win. Rob Anderson, and just like that, it is all over. No shame in defeat there for Rob. Stood toe-to-toe with one of the best to ever do it. But Anderson, lethal, locked in, and operating with prime efficiency at the peak of his career. Looking nearly unbeatable. Annihilation Society, the newest faction here in ALLSTAR Pro. Off to a hot start, 2-0 on the first evening at an aligned click. Peace and Rob rather, could not get the job done. And now this thing gonna fester and grow, folks. We have a certifiable problem on our hand, and it's known as the Annihilation Society. Already a top-tier main event faction pre-made. And the reigning national heavyweight champion has some serious backup. He might be holding on to that belt for quite some time. Big fight field here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. About halfway through the evening. We're picking up the steam now. Moving back to the women's division. Oh, shit, we're near the end. Halfway through. Listen to me. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Check it out, though. The women in action, the return, the triumphant return. Quite possibly the biggest star all-star pro I've ever seen. The Blueprint, Maya Bryant. Back. Here live tonight, going head-to-head with up-and-comer, Full Metal Jackie. Let's get into it. Oh shit, what, why, who did that? What the fuck? Why is it? I'm so confused right now. I don't know, y'all. Bear with us, I guess. I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, every time we get an update, it's always, you know. Excuse me, though. I've got a job to do here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Faces of Fear. From Los Angeles, California, Amaya the Blueprint Bryant.
The definition of dominance. The face of fear. The blueprint. The architect. The longest reigning Classic Women's Champion in All-Star Pro Wrestling history. With only 2 pinfall losses in her tenure here in All-Star Pro. The mark of excellence in women's wrestling, Amaya Bryant. In a rare moment, you see her without a championship, ready to go head-to-head with one of the hottest up-and-comers in the game, ready to prove to everyone why she is the blueprint, and more important, the #1 contender. Oh, hell no. Whoa. What are we doing here, y'all? Oh, this is all bad. Okay, I don't even... Y'all seen that, right? Okay, y'all see this, right? Let's get into it. There we go. That was weird, right? Man, y'all ain't even fucking with me. It's okay. I'm still talking anyways, though. We're just gonna skip her interest, though, because I already put her over. Here we go.
And her opponent from Davenport, Iowa, the Rocker FM Jackie.
About to have us a rocking good time tonight. First, Jimmy Kane. Now, Full Metal Jackie joining the party here on PileDriver. The winner of the All-Star Jam Gauntlet, back at the All-Star Classic. A virtually unknown then, Full Metal Jackie. Definitely has her name on the tips of everyone's lips these days. The rock star, ready to make the most of his opportunity, and arguably, objectively, biggest match of her career. She went head-to-head with Amaya Bryant before when Bryant was the champion. Now, it's a whole different scenario. Let's get into it, ladies. Amaya Bryant, Full Metal Jackie, one-on-one action. We saw how that last women's match played out. Expect more of the same fireworks. Jackie has all the tools to be a top contender here in the women's division, here in All-Star Pro Wrestling, period. Amaya Bryant, already a certified star, bringing in the big bucks, putting the butts in the seats, the blueprint, becoming the architect, putting together something magnificent, along with sister and tag team partner, Angel Bryant, the faces of fear. Both dominant forces on both sides of the ocean here in All-Star Pro. On both sides. And Bryant wasting no time in the collar and elbow tie-up. She's got a mission at hand, and that mission happens to be named Whitney Winters, the Florida woman. One of the two single defeats on the nearly blemish-free record of the Blueprint, and the sole individual to dethrone Bryant, Winters. Some call the dead woman walking, has a target on her back the size of Texas, and the Blueprint. Counting down the days, counting down the moments to the championship rematch in Tetsuji. In the meantime, looking to bring the fight to all comers. With the big fight just about 9 days away, the champion taking the past 2 weeks off in competition, relaxing, taking spa days. Meanwhile, the rest of the roster going to blows. But that big rematch, that big reckoning is set to take center stage. Live next Saturday, folks. It goes down. But Jackie, trying to throw a monkey in the wrench. Just imagine if the upstart takes down the established star here. Could be a star-maker performance here for Jackie. Nice reversal. And the picture-perfect moonsault would have been even more perfect if there would have been somebody there to break the fall. Eating all canvas. Bryant finding herself in harm's way. I didn't know you had an update. I knew you had an update. You said you had tattoos from the island, which y'all will be proud to know. I played some island today for a little bit. But man, that shit's so expensive, bro. Like, how y'all even afford? Are y'all spending money on that shit? I got about like 3,000 points. I just finished doing Gunther in the space armor suit. I guess I gotta fight Zero next to casket match. I don't know. You didn't, man. All right, bro. My bad. I got you. Hook you up. I was gonna say I know you schedule well anyways and shit. I was thinking, I was like, bro, it's probably about due for an update anyways and shit. And Brian with the impressive strength. My God, the impressive strength. Holy shit. I see you over there. Big time. Stalling suplex. Taking some time to march. Oh, but Jackie firing back. Hard near the temple. Face first. Hey, and that's still ring post. Into the steel steps, Jackie using the environment to her advantage. The 20 count stipulation paying dividends. And women definitely taking advantage. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. It's like to be violent. Oh man, you just missed your match, G. Oh shit, Jackie. Oh no, Whitney. Oh, bad night for the blueprint. I did not see any of that coming at all. I knew we had a random rival action, but I didn't know any of that shit was going down like that though. That's wild. Okay, I see you. I got Briggs up there when he had the beer lined up when he cut the locks. Hey, check it out though. Co-main event time. We got the winner of the PileDriver bracket of the Apex tournament, Ronald Reaper, except for that big triple threat match at Tetsuji at the finals. But tonight, going head to head with Japan's own Kabuki Dragon. Let's do it. Yeah, we got some scores to settle though. We got some scores to settle though, cause it's Annihilation Society. I don't know how I feel about this just yet. Ladies and gentlemen, this man has got momentum on his side. I'm talking about 4 matches in his last 2 appearances, all victories. Cleaning house in the fight night bracket of the Apex tournament. Ronald Reaper punching that ticket, headed directly to the finals alongside Roscoe Wallace and Lil Devil to determine the winner of the Apex tournament. The 2-time Grand Prix champion, the former Classic Heavyweight champion, representing the Order. A man hell-bent on a mission to cleanse All-Star Pro Wrestling of his wicked ways, to restore order. Ronin Reaper, the Omega. On the cusp, once again, taking that top spot. But tonight, going head-to-head with the hometown hero. The OG is in the building.
Representing the Spitfire Warriors from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 275 pounds,
Internationally known, the long tenure, the OG, the day one original. Kabuki, the Buzzsaw Dragon, former television champion, former hardcore champion here in All-Star Pro. In the renaissance of his career, back in front of his native Japan. Ronin Reaper, Kabuki Dragon. One-on-one action a week underway. And Ronin Reaper joining us at the very beginning of the season 2 with a steady, deliberate march right to the top, including 2 very successful runs with the Grand Prix Championship over on Havoc. And then making his way here to PileDriver. And once again, working his way right to the top of the pack and claiming that Classic Heavyweight Championship. Main event in night 1 of the All-Star Classic alongside the dog, Rob Anderson, in an absolute banger. Coming up short, but still coming out a made man nonetheless. Picking up in season 3 where we left off. Cleaning house in the PileDriver bracket of the Apex tournament. Coming to this match on a 4-fight win streak. Confidence has to be at an all-time high. Meanwhile, the Kabuki Dragon, widely known as one of the best strikers in the game, y'all. Coming back from retirement, better than ever. Working that work. And Kabuki Dragon in midair. You talk about his striking skills, but not enough said about his wrestling skills. Middle rope, springboard, moonsault, it is money. The buzzsaw. The OG Dragon. Big Irish whipping in the ropes, drops down underneath. Leapfrog over the top. Looking for the belly to belly, but Ronin Reaper putting the brakes on him. The Omega now. Lined up, out on the apron. Taking too much time to pick his prepared shot. And Kabuki Dragon, the veteran, gonna pick up the scraps and make him pay. Big Yakuza cutter. Floating into the cover. Solid 1 count, but still in control. The Dragon looking to snap that winning streak. But the Omega said he will not be denied. A battle of wills ensues. Nobody gonna crack. Nobody's still with the clear advantage. Kabuki trying to change that fact, grabbing a couple knees to the midsection, dropping the Omega. The buzzsaw. Oh, trying to deliver the buzzsaw. Omega got the guard up, and we're still at a stalemate here. Irish whipping to the ropes. Pop up. Oh. Nice combination. Like I told y'all, best striker in the game. Everybody wants to put it to the test. But when they want to stand there and strike with him, they don't want to put it to the test no more. Rolling out the ringside, Kabuki Dragon with the big stomp directly into that hard, unforgiving arena floor. But Reaper with the quick recovery, turning the tables. Reverse back elbow, Kabuki Dragon. Reversing, all the reversing. Back inside the ring. Omega. Trying to catch the Dragon slipping. Crawling inside of the mind of his opponent, trying to psych him out before striking. The Order Zone, Ronan Reaper delivering. That long kiss goodnight, drawing blood in the process. But Kabuki said he ain't done yet. Adrenaline still pumping, firing back big as Zaguri. Snatching a double leg into the ground and pound. Kabuki Dragon said blood for blood. Boot to the midsection, got his opponent's stuff. Kabuki Dragon looking for the power bomb. The Omega having none of it. Working the combination. Final cut, rolling suplex. Omega. Good for the 2 count. Both men battered. Both men bleeding. Oh, Kabuki Dragon caught him coming in just a bit faster, delivering that Michinoku driver. Capitalizing into the cover. Trying to cool off that hot streak that Omega's having. Kabuki Dragon. The man ain't never met a shortcut he didn't like. No doubt. Playing a huge part in his longevity while he beats the exposed chest of Reaper. Time after time and time again. And the hometown boy put on a show. Ooh, for this Tokyo crowd. Big reversal on atomic drop. Kabuki. Seemingly unfazed. Damn near with the no-sell. Dropping him down with the rib breaker. Gonna hold that down. Wash it down with a senton. And I'm sure the Omega's having trouble breathing right now. The series of attacks to the ribs. He got to be wheezing. Back inside the referee, or back inside the ring to break the referee's count. Omega. Gonna take the time to soak it in. Take the time to catch a breath. And right back on the offensive. Big forearm, catching Kabuki slipping. And Kabuki gonna roll to the ringside to try to reset. And Kabuki gonna catch him slipping. Victory roll, super kick combination. Into the cover. Kabuki Dragon for the win. Solid 2 count. And we are knee deep in the business, folks. This is the co-main event of the evening. Season 3, Episode 7. Thursday Night PileDriver. Big Tilt-A-Whirl. Kabuki Dragon. Using that speed and striking acumen to neutralize the skill set that Ronan Reaper's bringing to the table. Slicing the bread, the OG Dragon into the ground and pound once again. Kabuki fighting like a man on a mission here tonight. Big stomp from all the way to the tippity top rope. Ready to strike, looking for that victory roll, but this time being stifled. Omega playing possum. And now's the Omega. Striking when the iron is hot. Big Uranagi into the Anaconda Vice. Kabuki gonna hold on. This match is gonna continue. Up to the second rope now. Omega. You see the war wounds all over his body, trying to put this thing to rest. The flying high cross body, but a quick kick reverses to the head. Kabuki Dragon with a burst of adrenaline. No. And Omega once again into the Anaconda Vice. In. Just like that. It is all over. Making 5 in a row for that man right there, coming into the finals of the Apex tournament hot. You might be looking at the man who might win that whole damn thing, man. That was good. Kabuki giving the Omega everything he can handle and then some. But it just took one well-timed move. One well-timed counter to slap on that submission hold, the Anaconda Vice, and to secure the dub. Omega looking tough tonight. Looking nearly unbeatable. Also, phone half star. Let's get it. Well, folks, I guess that can only mean one thing. It is now time for the main event of the evening. We got a two-time hardcore champion, Triple Daniel, The Voice, taking on the reigning classic heavyweight champion of the world, the professional, Cold Steel. One fall to a finish. This is the main event of the evening. I'll explain more in a minute. Yeah, I know. Listen. He didn't tell me that update until after I had my car set already. And y'all know once you exit out of the universe with your car set, it fucks your car. So that's on me. But listen though. Motherfucker beat me last week. Or no. What does it mean? He beat somebody. I think he beat me 2 weeks ago. Nonetheless, going 3-0 in 3 weeks. The Voice, 2-0 in 2 weeks, something like that. Nonetheless, he's on a winning streak. Riding this wave of momentum straight to the main event. The Voice, Triple Daniel, set to take on longtime rival Cold Steel. Last time these two met, Episode 1, Season 2 of PileDriver, this very show, with Triple Daniel with that felonious assault on Cold Steel, injuring him in the process. After that, Cold Steel, he went over to Havoc and made history, and the rest is history. The long-term booking, long-term storytelling, we are back 18 months later. Let's get into it. I don't know, it was 18 months. Something like that. It was deep last year. It was like last September. Last though, not last. Not this previous. Y'all know what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this though. The champ is in the building. Surveying the scene. The top guy on PileDriver with the hardware to back it up. the professional, the Steel City Assassin, two-time World's Heavyweight Champion, and the reigning, undisputed All-Star Pro Wrestling Classic Heavyweight Champion of the world, Cold Steel. The Day One original. Mixed it up with all the greats. And on this very day, standing atop the black and yellow division, the coldest one, ready to close out the show here in the main event against longtime rival. We got Triple Daniel. We got Cold Steel. This is the main event of the evening. And the champion wasted no time trying to cut down his larger opponent, going all the way up with that OG cutter. Steel. The champion, fourth in gold. But the voice, the two-time hardcore champion, fighting week in and week out across both shows. And arguably, one of the most competitive divisions in the game today. The Hardcore Championship is not for the weak of heart. Daniel. The injury is still all those months ago. I'm sure Steel is not forgotten. I'm sure Daniel is not forgotten. Arguably setting the trajectory of Season 2 on that fateful night. Crossing paths once again and Steel, wasting no time looking for the submission victory, cranking the STF crossface. Both men back to their feet. Daniel dumped over the top rope with the big lariat from the professional, but Steel gonna give no quarter to his opponent. No time to breathe, let alone think. Steel trying to smother his opponent with offense. Sharpshooter, locked in. The voice, able to fight his way free. And a fired up, highly motivated Triple Daniel, trying to make a statement here tonight, trying to take down the top dog on this brand. You gotta wonder what a win here would do, upending the power balance in the divisions. Back inside the ring, Daniel in the driver's seat, still trying to make it to his feet. Little help from the competition. And a big side slam. Oh! Big super kick, dropping the heavyweight champion. No. Feet up on the rope, trying to steal one from the steel one. Y'all see what I did there? Irish whipping in the ropes. Leapfrog over the top. Leapfrog over the top. And the cross body dropping the champ. A falling headbutt in a series of unanswered offenses. Starting to become a regular occurrence here. Daniel. Measured strikes. Hoisted in a fireman's carry position, but the champion, Cold Steel, able to wriggle his way free, but taking too much time. Daniel with some well-placed elbows to the midsection and the soul snatcher. And the champion fed up with the bullshit. Ready to set the table. Oh, nice crucifix. Cold Steel digging deep in the arsenal. Breaking out some rarely seen maneuvers. The big reality check neckbreaker still. Big elbow drop. Going up top. Big time. Avalanche DDT. All the way down the ringside from the top rope, and Cold Steel doubling down with that patented stun gun. But cannot get the victory outside of the ring. Steel said he's not done yet. Had another one in the chamber, but Daniel saw it coming, made the adjustment, and serving Steel to those steel steps. No relation. Referee count getting dangerously high. Up to 7 now. And the referee count up to 9 still. Gonna squeeze into the last moment, but Triple Daniel laying in wait, guarding the rope. Into the cover for the win. Triple Daniel. Y'all made that whole match flat. Hit is all over. I couldn't even concentrate on calling the match because that is a bit awkward. That is a bit awkward. Listen though. I don't know. I guess what y'all want to run it back next week with his updated CAW? Is that what we're doing here? We're running it back, y'all. Let me know in the comments down below. It was still a good match though. Taking none away from nobody. Hey, the way I see it is, it's implemented in the game, so it's not cheating. I mean, I would, I've got my personal feelings on it. But I do my best to remain impartial and unbiased. All I'll say is good match, man. Holding it down. And if y'all want to run it back, I'm more than willing to get his update, and we can run that joint next Thursday. Shit. That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. See, because the thing about a Giant is, like, they should, like, look the part if they're going to be the part. I've always been in the theory, though, is your moveset should correlate with your body type anyways and shit. So even if you're, super tiny, you shouldn't be able to do certain stuff or whatever. It should all mesh well, is what I'm saying. But nonetheless, y'all, not a controversy aside, still a damn good show. More than willing to rectify the situation by any means possible. We're all about transparency here at All-Star Pro. That's just fine for me, he goes. Listen, I'm about to end this before the comments start getting volatile. But love and respect to all y'all. Check this out. And, oh no! You mother... Jack Graves. It's on and popping. Jack Graves, it's on and popping. Let me catch. Pardon me. Where was I? All right. Yeah, y'all. We're off the weekend, so we're back on Monday with Havoc. And then we got the women's round of the Apex tournament coming up next week. And then next Saturday, it's Tetsujin. PLE is going down. So until next time, keep the peace, fight like hell. I've been War and Peace. We are All-Star Pro Wrestling. And this is PileDriver. Good night, everybody.